time the birds aren't getting mad at me walking through here. Normally, those blackbirds there, normally, every time I walk through here to come out to the track, they always like to fly right above my head, squawking at me. Headlight yet. quick. Oh, job winding up. There we go. Oh, we got 3 of you watching. Is the audio working? Somebody let me know. Oh, now we're down to 1. Thank you, Sean. Good to know. And good morning to you, too. I'm really cautious now when I do these streams because I had one where I tried to start at one time in Coon Rapids and the audio wasn't working on it, and I didn't know till I was like a couple minutes into it and then realized it wasn't working, so I had to stop it and then restart it over again. By the way, Sean, is this one of the first times you've watched one of these live streams? Because I know, like, on different social media and stuff, we follow each other. So I was just curious if this is the first time you've actually tuned into one of these. I've gotten pretty good at knowing who some of the regulars are.
Move
move this back a little bit because I'm afraid that this might be too close to the track. Don't see anything yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a stream this morning until I saw that on the Steel Highway cam that we got a UP Coke train coming. 3 locomotives on it, so hey, finally, took 13 minutes. We got our first like. And well, I think it was the first 2 or 3 minutes of this stream was me walking over here. Because I thought, I'll get started a little bit, give people a chance to come in, but they've been coming like in and out. Like we went up to 4 people, then dropped down to 1. Now we're staying at a steady 3 right now. I just went and I shared on Facebook on some groups on there that were live, try to see how many people we can get in here before the train comes. See Chad live show. Chad live show? What, Chad is live? I've seen Chad, by the way, a couple times in person. Always seems to be heading towards the... Well, actually, I did get him that one time when he was heading away from Northtown. He was heading out west with a Norfolk Southern leader, I think. Chad's the big guy on the Staples sub. It's like our buddy Skeletor. He's the big guy here on the Hinckley. And then you got the vocal birds. Hey, like number 2, let's go. I know, it's early in the morning. That's probably why. Yeah, 8:40 in the morning. It's early. I know. Sorry if I just, there's a train coming. I don't know how today's going to play out, weather-wise and all that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I know it's super early. A lot of people are either still sleeping because it's the weekend, or they're just getting ready right now. So at least people can go back and rewatch this later, I guess, after it's all said and done. But this might be my only chance because the Hinckley's always hit and miss, and I don't know if I'm gonna journey anywhere else today, so take the opportunities when I get them. And when I know this train was coming, I was up, good timing. Storms have passed, well, at least the first line of storms came through. Why not come out here and do a live stream, right? Wait for the train and see who joins. There'll be a few that will join, and we've had a couple join here and there. The only one that said anything, though, is Sean. Come on, other people. Even though one thing, just had this thought, I do kind of like doing live streams at like different times every once in a while, because it allows other people that might not be able to join, like when I do stuff more in the afternoons, it allows them to be able to join if they're usually busy in the afternoon. So it kind of can reach a little bit of a different audience sometimes. Because I've done some early ones before that have been early in the morning. And when I do those ones, I'll get people from like other countries and stuff that join in, because it's just getting to be the afternoon where they live. And when I do my streams in the afternoon, then they can't join because they're probably fast asleep, because it might be the middle of the night where they are. So sometimes doing these early morning streams is nice for those people that might not otherwise be able to join when I do them in the afternoon, because they live in a completely different, country, and they could be 6 hours ahead or behind, that kind of stuff. So it's good to do these at different times. Sometimes the morning one helps for those in other areas. All right, I see a headlight. Just starting to see it, actually. Hey, now the viewage is going up. Let's go. You guys are just in time. That train is... I can see a headlight to the south, so the train's just a handful of miles south of here. For those of you who are just joining. If you're willing to stick around, train should be here, I'm guessing 5 or so minutes, not even. All right, now we're getting a crowd. Right now we're at, what is it? Ah, it's blending in with the cloud. 8 viewers and 2 likes. Did getting your sweet cup of coffee started off your beautiful morning? Oh, and I started my morning off with a Mountain Dew. I'm not a coffee drinker. I know there's a lot of people that are coffee drinkers. Yeah, it's either a Mountain Dew or a C4. That's how I get my mornings going. But man, is it nice out though. I can feel there's, a little bit of humidity in the air from the rain that came through. Ooh, do we got an ace as the leader? I forget what the leader was on this train. I think it might have been an ace, but I don't remember. Mountain Dew soda is not good for anyone. Yeah, I know. I know people say it's not good, but you know what? I'm gonna die eventually. I'm gonna die happy. Physically, it's not good for you, but for me, it's good mentally. But don't worry, I drink water. I drink water, so... And milk. But if you're going to go out with a bang... I'm gonna go out with a bang? Alright, I'll do a C4, because I bet that's even worse than Mountain Dew. I try to limit it, though, to 1 C4 a week. I read that wrong? But if you're going... Go out... Oh! Sorry. Go out with a bang. Sorry, it's hard for me to see the screen. That might be the crossing just south of town. South side of town. Next might be downtown. The Main Street crossing. Yeah, it's downtown. Yep. I was blowing at 5. So the next crossing will be this one. Alright, we'll turn it back that way so we're not looking at people.
NSF detector. Milepost 112.3. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 410 out.
Alright, so while I get things torn down, I will... What was your question? How active is the train traffic? On this line, it's very hit and miss. Very, very hit and miss. Yep, has a scanner feed. Where I am, I'm at the 112 detector, and for the Hinckley to hear the whole subdivision, you tune into 161.100, and you can listen to the whole line. You can hear the train crews talk. You can hear the dispatcher when they give them their warrants. Sometimes they'll do verbal warrants, but with the PTC stuff, they kind of do that more, so they'll send the warrants to their PTC. I'm going to put you guys face down for a little bit because I'm putting stuff away. So, yeah, that's kind of how they do it here. And that's the other thing, too. You can hear the detector when it goes by, too. It sucks, though. They used to tell you, the detector used to say what the temperature is. They stopped doing that. But... shoot. Huh. A what? What are you referring to? I don't know what a 325 P2 is. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Oh, no, my scanner, no. It's Uniden. It's a, I guess I'll show you really quick. Where is it? It's a BC 125 AT. That's the scanner I use. Must be something going on at the Highway 5 crossing. I can hear the bell ringing over there. Yeah, I know. I'm just keeping this going while I'm getting stuff tore down. And then I'm going to start making my trek out of here. All right, I'm gonna start walking back. If you have any other questions, now's your time to ask them. If you got any questions about this line or something, because I'll maybe keep this going for just a little bit longer. To my knowledge, there's no more trains coming, if that's what somebody's question was gonna be. I am not aware of anything more coming north. 'Cause that train, by the way, was going north, that Coke train. And no, common misconception, that is not a coal train. That is a Coke train. Oh, shoot. I just realized that I want to make sure I didn't forget. Okay, for some reason I thought okay, yeah, I didn't leave anything there. Okay. Continue to jog. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is that train that went by, it is not a coal train. It is what is called a Coke train. And a Coke, or Coke, is a byproduct from the processing of crude oil. And when they're doing their whole processing, the stuff gets left over, all dried out, and the stuff is kind of similar to coal. It burns like coal. It's just not as efficient as coal because it's just what's left over from the processing of crude oil. But they found out that they can use coke like coal to burn it like coal. It's just not as efficient, and it can't get as hot as when you burn coal. But if you have a leftover material like that, why let it go to waste? So they've learned that they can use it. So UP, they send Coke trains up north all the time. Then I think they load them on ships up there in Duluth area or something, and then ship it out wherever. And then they do that with coal too. A lot of coal trains go up to Superior as well to be loaded. So they send both Coke and coal. So, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I hope I explained that because there's a lot of people. A common misconception is where people think that those Coke trains are actual coal trains. UP very, very, very rarely ever sends a coal train our way. Very rarely does UP do that. Granted, I have caught one before, but that was years ago. Usually what UP sends is Coke trains. That's what they send. Is the Coke, not coal. And a lot of people around here think that when those UP ones come by that they're coal. But if you really don't pay attention, BNSF, they do send coal trains on this line. They'll sometimes send empties down, and when it's more, I think more fall-ish time, BNSF will send a bunch of coal trains up the Hinckley going north. They'll either run them on the Hinckley or they'll run them on the Brainerd sub and then on to the lakes and then to Superior. But if they want a quicker route, they can send them on the Hinckley if they have enough crews sitting around. And it was actually on this line here on the Hinckley where I caught my very first ever super coal train. Coworker and I ran out to go catch that one. That's the first time we've ever seen a super one. I think it had like 2 liters, 3 middle, and 1 DPU or something along those lines. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Maybe I should make a video sometime talking about coke trains. I don't know. I got another video I'm working on that I think is gonna be really cool. So, but it's a video that a BNSF employee gave me, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you more videos and you can turn them into other videos. So keep an eye out for that one. I'll probably release that one in a couple days. I started to get the editing process going on it this morning. So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Catch you in the next stream. Happy rail fanning and God bless.